following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. An electric atmosphere in the final stream game of the round. Enter the Gangsta. We know what he can do. We know what he's made of. Mr. Number Efficiency will meet his biggest test. The light switcher, Christian Tagoe. Mastodon legend. Something's got to give. Both guys know the drill. What will give at the end of the day? It's the Wizard region. Who will have the biggest spells and cast the magic away into the Tell It 32? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Peter versus Tagoe. We're going to do rapid fire today. We don't have much time on this game. And you know what, my questions can go on. Peter, Tagoe, both 4 and 5. They both had the best results in T3 and 5, both 10th and 12th, respectively, last season. Tagoe, of course, a two-time medalist. He's got that silver, he's got that bronze and that gold. Of course, winner of Space September. Peter, the first ever OG champion of this league, and to this day, we'll never forget that OG championship he won when this league was just a baby, and now it's turned into a beast. There it is. The winner of this game gets a rematch no matter what. Matt Johnson with the DQ win. So that means whoever wins this game, we will see a rematch. And boy, oh boy, let me tell you, if we get a rematch of either one, those are both classic battles. Cannot wait to see how that one goes down. Unfortunately, we could not have Ed in the booth. He had some prior commitments, so it's just going to be myself tonight. And joining me will be our two players. Light crowd again. We are a little short. Doesn't matter. But I want to get to the two players. Obviously, gents, a little bit of an abbreviated scene. We're going to start it off with, ironically, Peter. Peter, it's good to have you back, man. Every time you play is always a fun treat. It's good to have you on stream, buddy. Your thoughts on playing Tagoe? He's been around the block, and we know he loves the light switch, too. How do you try to prevent that?
It has. I mean, I just gotta hope the number efficiency delivers for me as always, as it has in the past. And obviously, long off season, we'll see what happens. I'm just hoping to find some magic tonight and deliver. It's a short crowd, but the stream, if I play well, they'll tune in and watch anyways.
You know what they say, well, Mir Hamey, they watched anyways. You're right. All right, Tagoe, it's good to have you back, man. Obviously, you have a lot of respect for Peter. you're one of those guys that's been around the block. Your thoughts on playing one of the legends of this league in terms of just maybe he's not a legend anymore in terms of class, but one of the legends in terms of life and just this league in general. Go ahead, and how you gonna try to stop Peter today? Go ahead, buddy.
Honestly, I'm very excited for playing Peter. I don't believe I've faced him before, so uh, I'll just try my best like I usually do. And let's hope the light switches work for me today.
Yeah, we will hope the light switches work. I'll be the scoreboard op, and of course we will have. I guess I'll do the refing as well. Maybe not short. We'll see. Regardless, we'll see who it is. But for no matter what, I'll take the first game call, and we got Peter Onjak going with the game one. What are we thinking, my friend? As always, you know this drill. Most famous words, Nuno.
Let's do OG 7.
Classic start. Here we go. The OG, the final stream for the OG himself of the round is underway. As we'll begin, I'll deal with that in a second. We'll see what Peter will do for a double into the ghost. See what it'll be here. And they'll ditto it. So there's a ditto. Fortunately, can't really read the game like I used to because I have to be the scoreboard off. So it's all good. Peter will draw here. So I'll look through my split screen. Into his own card. There's the gangster himself. As the gangster runs it down. Peter down to 5 already at that early draw. Tagoe going to run clean right here. They're both on mute, so this is nice. I can just call the game the way I want it. Peter Onjak with a flurry of plus twos to begin. We saw today earlier 27 plus twos in the Nam Seth game, and then we saw no plus twos in the myself Monaco game. So it just shows you the plus twos are just wild in here. Here comes Christian Tagoe looking to stop that run. Peter makes the break. Let's see what the stop will be. Taking his time, loading up, trying to figure out what the move will be. He'll go to the Pro Art +4 and Aaliyah in the goal and into Michel for a quadruple play. Peter now looking for a potential icer back. Let's see. The gangster goes into the Costa 9. The coach 4. And then a double up. No problem, Jay. Into the blue it. Peter now looking for a potential steal on the blue. He's got the triple. And he's got the quad for the win. What a win for Peter. And really, it was just ammo out the wazoo, right, Gangster? Or did you get return off that +4?
I got an extra green skip. I had a red +2, blue +2, green skip. Drew into the blue, and drew another green, and really, it was timing because I got to get off red as soon as possible. I would have had a route to get off of blue as soon as possible, and it just worked out.
Yeah, definitely.
One of those games.
Lock and key to the win. Yep. Tagoe, obviously not the best hand, but you did get a +4 earlier. Your thoughts on just trying to adjust to the Peter style of number efficiency here? It was a quick one for him to win the game.
I mean, it was a quick loss. Uh, there wasn't much I could have done. I'll deal with it and uh, hope for the best for the rest.
I like that rhyme right there at the end. Well, we'll keep it rolling and flowing. Call is 8. Yeah, we'll again we a little short.
I'll bump it up. Hey, low numbers are working. Just one step up, perfectly fine.
All right, we'll go to Jay Caesar. Wait, Jay back to repping, no problem. We'll go to Crazy Eights here. So we go to the Crazy Eights. And Peter gonna draw early. We'll go into the background character 8. Speaking of 8s, Tagoe looking for 6. He's drawing, so it's going to be early DC. We talked about this, folks, ladies and gentlemen. As who would switch faster? And there's Tagoe with the switch, and Peter just nothing going on the red. Nate just wanted that switch, and he'll get it. Might free them both up. Into the gangsta himself from Tagoe. Into the yellow one, Brock. And into the yellow 9 of Acosta goes Tagoe. There's the switch back to Allen from Peter looking to play number and play ISO. Look at that. Trips 9 into Brian, and just like that, Tagoe gets the switch he needs. The gangster gets a double. Tagoe gets it back to blue with the wraparound. Peter with his own card. What's Tagoe got? He's still running. Into the blue deuce. Does Peter have a stopper right here? He doesn't. He just got the double. But Tagoe's drawn. And the gangster's running. Peter obviously knows what's on the line today. If he wins this series, he will be streamed next round no matter what. And for Tagoe, no matter what, he'll be streamed. But Tagoe's looking for 20 career series wins, something to keep in mind. I go to the G5 into Ridley. Here comes Peter with the stops. Let's see if he's got the stops. He's got to check the wide. He's going to go for it without the power play. Tagoe for the win. Oh, he got it. Wow. Tagoe gets it, but you know what? Peter couldn't do anything right there because, of course, the power play you can't use it when he's at Uno. Yeah, Peter, tough one there. Just probably used it if you had the fact that he wasn't at Uno. No, probably was in your back of your mind.
I mean, it was just I didn't really have much. It didn't really seem like he had much. It wasn't a nice play. My last card was going to be a yellow, so I figured I got a 25% shot here. That's him having that card. So I did what I thought was right. I can't be mad. It is what it is.
No, you got to go for the break. I understand completely. I mean, Tagoe, good on you for winning that game, but I have to agree with Peter here. Very low ammo, very low in everything department. Thoughts on this low ammo game to start here is we haven't seen much ammo in numbers game, which you guys both like, though. 12 color switches already.
Yeah, that was one of the big reasons why I managed to get that quick win was because I didn't have any ammo. So it was just me working with numbers.
Yeah, and the numbers game sometimes can go a little bit off the chain, so good work there to get the win. Even it up at 1 here. Both guys doing what they're supposed to do, getting those quick wins. All right, we'll go to game 3. Old school stream here, just moving and flying along. He'll have to write it in. You got to write in the chat. I don't know whoever's reffing me, Jay. What are we thinking, Tagoe on stream? What do we got? You can say it. Yeah, 12. All right, 12. I got you. 12 on the stream. Jay's going to put it in. We're going to a dozen donuts here. Let's see what it'll be. Blue 8 to J Money. And right now, as we go into the Peter Onjack card from Tagoe, I think both guys know and understand it's going to be a war. It's going to be a war. Into the yellow one. Into the Brock one. If it's going to be a low ammo game, it's coming down to switching. And there's Peter going to potentially have that. See what we'll do here. Yep, there's the yellow 6. We'll see if Tagoe can switch it. Well into the G6. Gotta expect that there. There's the G0. And there's the blue 0. And Ed. Couldn't be here tonight. And Jenna from Ed. Jenna and Ed. There's the Ellison M card, double. Going one up this time. Both guys now squarely into running territory. Back to yellow, says Peter, looking for ISO. What will Tagoe have? He's going to red, switching crazy. That's what we drew this game to be up to. Into the Eli. And Peter goes back with double numbers into the yellow for ISO. Is there 7-ception? No. Great call from Peter the Gangsta. Now he'll think about trying to play the numbers game right. Tagoe look for the 5 switch on any color, really. He doesn't have it. Peter for 4. Peter for 4. He's high with 3. There it is. Peter gets the double. What does Tagoe have? He'll go to the red. Does Peter save it? Does Peter save it? Let's see. He might have a save right here. He does. Into the red. Into the DJ Curtis. Here comes CT Strats. They get a +2. What do they get off that? He does get a double +2. Into the hockey, into the Caesar, into the Northeast Step 2-0. And just like that, Peter Tagoe have reset the board, and we got a crazy 8 finish here. 2 minutes in here. Peter into the done the 3, and now for Christian Tagoe, it's going to be about figuring out any reserve ammo to have with split ammo as a way to finish. Or is it just numbers straight up? Let's see. There's another split ammo play. Into the skip of Lara, Myth, Leah, and into the red. What is it going to be here from the Gangsta? He'll go to the yellow wild for ISO. What does Tagoe have? Double play. Hey, well, we got burned a little, maybe. Maybe. What does Peter have? +2 stops that train. And just like that, we're back to 4. Tagoe was close, but Peter rallies back. From Camaro. Just a topper. Here we go, into the 5 of Sting. What will Peter have? Looking to respond for a tie. Nothing, and he's going to run out. And they're going to both run out. What a play. Both get out of a pickle. 5 minutes in, 4 minutes in almost. And they're content to draw back right here. Peter Onjak, the Gangsta, continuing to draw back. Still drawing back for both. Well, we talked about this. Who would blame first? Who could potentially make it happen? We'll go into the red 5 now. Into the red 0. And the red 8. There's background. Now they're both going into red, trying to see who will run each other dry and play into it. Peter's out. Tagoe for the draw, and yep, there it is. He'll draw back. Peter now. Does he go for the switch here? Oh. Plays it cool. Tagoe looking for something here. He'll go to the switch himself into the cap. Trying to get Peter off his game. What's Peter got in response? He goes undercut yellow 4. Does Tagoe have another 4-ception? Well, magic. Let's see. Double play again. Saves it up. But not a finish. No cigar. Peter with the chance. No +2s anymore in this color. Could every reverse skip meta though, or a +4 just to stop the train? Let's see. Straight nothing. Here comes Tagoe. Gets the switch. Peter with the crossover back. He goes to a green wild. Whoa. A risky play from the Gangsta. Tagoe for the win on a pluser. Yeah, +4. Didn't matter what he did. It's game, and that's congratulations, Tagoe, on that one. Peter, the only way you would have stopped that, maybe, would you have considered maybe be a rare KT Classic throwing the yellow wild, maybe, instead of just the draw? Was that something on top of your thoughts, or did you top deck that wild ultimately and couldn't make that last progression?
That's really the only ammo I had other than 2 green reverses. I was just trying to hold on to it as long as I could. Started off fly. I just kind of been dusted the last two games, honestly. It's just been hard to build anything on my end. Maybe I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's a little bit of rust, but it's tough to be behind though. I know that. So it's must win from here.
Yeah, Tagoe, good job of playing a lot more split in that game, a lot more controlled with the ammo that you had. Not a lot, but there is stuff out there. Started to build up. Thoughts on the switching and how you've been able to read the game pretty well and effectively here.
I just looked at my hand, saw the ammo that I did have, saw what I could work with, and just went from there. I got the +4 a little into like our draw city, if you will, and then I just kept it uh, and decided to play with my numbers yet again.
Yeah, one of those situations where you just got to use the numbers to your advantage and effectively get your job done. So, see how it goes. But again, we're still going into Peter says it's must win. Tagoe, what are we thinking here for game four? Let's see if he can get the 3-1. All right, well, no surprise there. Keeping it in that. See if Jay Caesar comes around, but he keeping it in that upper tier range. I'll give him another 30 seconds here. If not, we'll keep it rolling. Again, reminder to the fans at home, we do have a post-game live show. Highly unlikely it's going to start any more 7 with the way this game's going, but it should be around 6 o'clock is what the ultimate hope is. As we go into the Blue JT5 or 6:15. Stick around. We'll try to interview the winner if they have time. If not, all good. We'll catch up with everyone's actions today. We'll go into the double JT. Here comes Peter. What will we have? You saw that must win. Well, he's going to have to try to force this into a game 6 to win it all. Both guys know what's on the line. Winner gets Stat Johnson. It's a rematch no matter what. Peter and Pack. Now Peter and Stack. They both love playing incredible games, and we get that. Tagoe, the one time he did play Mac, was not a very. It was a good game, but wasn't suitable because it was the old bot. All right, into the red, into background character. Now we go into Ghost. Peter into the yellow one in the rock. Here comes the gangster. He seems to have been trying with the yellow, and it's the same skip 2 combo. Reminder to the fans at home, only 200 games left. One or a confirmed game of the 6 o'clock game. Still no idea on that 8 o'clock game. Might have to be moved. We will keep you posted on that. Into the yellow 4. Double ditto. There's the blue 4 in Knob, who won earlier today. What will Peter have in return here? Let's see. Play ditto. Okay. Todd looking for something right here. Let's see. He goes for a wild heat check green. Okay. Off the +2. What will Peter have in return now? Does Peter have a pluser to stop this train? He does. There's the pluser. It stops the train after. Just like that. Back in the lead. Up by a possession. Into the monkey combo right there from Abium. But prime time. Christian Tagoe back into the Thunder Green 3. There's the G9 and Brian right there. And the Yepes goes Tagoe, and they both can run the greens out. He saved one, but he couldn't save enough of the greens. Tie game, Tagoe for the PA. You got it. Oh, we drew, so they're both going to be content. Our draw city coming. There it is. Both got out of that little pickle right there. Who will get the right top deck to rule through? That's going to be the key. Now Tagoe and Peter going into draw city. Reminder, both these guys know what they got to do moving forward. And right now, the card history states otherwise, too. Haven't seen much ammo all day. Stats are telling us we haven't seen much ammo all day. Yeah, we got a lot of we got a lot of skips, but other than that, everything else has been juiced. Plus twos is starting to build a little bit. Something to keep in mind. But depends who's going to want to break out first. This draw again. Reminder: 6 o'clock. Cody Smart coverage begins at 5:45 against Aria, and then the 8 o'clock game will be moved. We don't know when we'll do it. Andy Camaro. That is another sneaky game, though. So look to close out the first round and go into Tower 32 coming up starting Friday. That's the plan. Here comes Peter. In red one. Into the blue one. There's the Peter Gangsta and Tagoe from the Ghost one. Peter now looking to load up and play cool. Into the blue 7. Down to the zero sugar to Ed. Bolton running back and clean, running back and forth. And won't Peter have him return here? He seems to have wanted to make a run earlier. Let's see if he's got something clean right here. Scoreboard says 13-8. Let's see. There's a huge play into a quad. He's down to one possession. Into the Cody Smart double, into the Toasty and the DJ. There's Logan. Peter looking for an answer right here. Let's see. Red was an answer earlier for him. Does he have another answer in red? Plays it cool. Here comes Tagoe. Let's see. We'll be from Ty. He's going to play another heat check. We'll yell if he can get it through. He does. Double myth with Aaliyah in the Lamas. Peter, let's see what he's got with it. What does he got in return? He's got the +2. Saves the game again. So Peter down one possession again. Great saves from Peter, man. Tayo had it. Yeah, he had check at the minimum for sure. That's a big save. Plays a yellow 3. What will Tayo have for check here? Nope. You guys still at 2, but he's got a chance for check to roll in. Back to red, says Peter. That's where he flipped off of. What did he get in return? Tago for the win. He's got the +4, and that's going to be game. Tago 3-1, 1 away. And I'll, Uno. Yeah, Peter, again, probably the right call on that +2. One of those situations where you really had to just be tricky with the card switches. Ultimately, it just bit you at the rear. Talk to me through that game. Talk to me about the alleviation right there, especially when we got to that point where you threw that +4 to stop him the first. He seemed to have a lot of running play. You were playing a lot of defense today. That's what I've noticed.
Yeah, I played too much because I got baited because I was hanging on to a green switch, excuse me, when we were going to draw a city, and I didn't want to leave that open, and I just let him stack up the ammo probably. And then when I kind of finally run down, I had more numbers than he had, and I think that's what got me.
Yeah, I'm going to go over to you, CT. Obviously, really good win there. You're able to run the numbers. Talk to me about some of the bait switches you've been doing, and also playing a little bit more patient in that draw city. In the past, you would go crazy with the switching. Playing that patience worked out well.
It's something that I've been working on. Being
Gotcha.
patient when we get into draw cities because while the ammo might not be there at the moment, it's still good to have that brief moment where both me and my opponent don't really have much. It allows me to think about what I want to do.
Yeah, appreciate that. You guys can just take a minute here before you play the card. Yeah, I was going to say, Ty, the patience definitely, Caesar didn't know. the patience definitely comes into play, especially as you start to get down to the wild finishes you had. So good on you, Peter. Response. Now we can get back to going. Apologies for that delayed start. But here we go, boys. Peter looking for this win. Power plays on the board both. Let's see how they both get in. Now we'll start. I'm just going to add some time here. There we go. Game number 5. Can Peter get this to a game 6? And then anything's off at that point. All bets are off at that rate. Have not had a single game 7, and it's been a very lackluster tournament in terms of game 7s. Not a lot. But when we did have them, they were awesome. A lot of games ending in 5 and really 4 and 6. Oh, that's unbelievable. Wow. Well, we talked about we saw this today with, unfortunately, Nam's same type of win with the 6, and he's got it right here. Here comes Chris Tagoe. You know what? I don't even blame Peter for trying, man. It's good. There it is. Yep. There's Tagoe with the wild blue, and I already put it on the board, man. There's nothing you can do about that. Tagoe lights the candle, and he gets the win. There it is. Well, I mean, Peter, that last game's not going to represent the whole story, man, of what you tried to do today. It was just a case of unfortunately, just didn't have the luck on that last one. But, definitely a good warm-up maybe for T2. The good news with that, there are 3 games guaranteed, so you'll have more of a warm-up in the sense of that. But talk to me how you bounce back in this next tournament and ultimately just couldn't get anything cooking after that first game.
Not my day. Just know I can't always fall back on luck. And they'll find that balance of offense and defense, I guess. But nothing really else to say on my end. Just hand it over to the series winner on a well-played series.
I got you, man. Tagoe, big win, obviously. That last game, we're not even going to talk about that. It happens on 5-8. It's just one of those things where you just get the hands right, you can just nail it. Talk to me through, excluding that one, talk to me through just the whole series, because there was some good games, game 3, 4, and 1 and 2 especially.
It was a really good series. Peter did amazing. It's just unfortunate that luck happened to be on my side today. If it wasn't, I know this would have gone to 7 easily.
Your thoughts, buddy? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say Peter's a great player. I'd love to face him again with a different setting.
Absolutely, and it was definitely
appreciate it.
Definitely a different setting. Yeah, we didn't have the usual booth. There is also a D2 match going on. That could have been another reason why we don't have the booth. That's a Final Four match. So whatever the reason is, I mean, Tagoe, over to you, man. You played Max. You played Pac Johnson. That was Pac. Now you're playing Stack Johnson. Your thoughts? Because Stack's rise is incredible. You're one of his biggest fans. Your thoughts on playing the Stack man next round?
Hey, I'm always down for a rematch, especially with a player that I genuinely respect. And he's no longer Pac Johnson. He's stacked now. So we'll just have to see who wins, stacked Mac or primetime CJ.
All right, man. Looking forward to that. We're going to get to the bracket, and then we will have a post-game show. We will get that soon. Bracket will go as follows. Tagoe versus Mac, the 1-9 line. We talked about it. Well, Stig won there. We saw a big win there from Tagoe for the 9 seeds there. We saw an 8-9 go in direction of Logan, and then Ghost won. So it was all mixed boards. A couple 8s, couple 9s. I think it was split, so that's always nice to see. But we'll have 4 matches with the 1 seeds all moving on, and a split between the 8 and the 9 line. Looking forward to seeing how Mac and Christian Tagoe will get it on come next round. It's been a pleasure. That's it for us on round 1 streams. We're going to hand it off to the D2 match that's happening right now, and the last 2 matches will be held tonight. There will be a post-game live. I will get Tagoe's comments, but unfortunately, I think he's got to go to class, and I've got to get a little turnaround here. I got to take care of some things, so we'll probably have that in about a half hour to an hour. We'll see if either player will stay for that. But regardless, it's been a pleasure. Thanks to Peter and Tagoe. Thanks to the whole staff. It's been a great round 1. A lot of great things have been done, and we look forward to continue to build this league to all its great heights as usual. Until then, we'll see everybody for Tower 32 come Friday through next week.
And this we did get moved up a little bit too, which is no big deal.
This has been a presentation
It
of
happens.
MRE.
And hey, if this is how the match ended up,